Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. Give a few minutes for people to start connecting. And as always, it's a great pleasure to be here with you. And we are going to start today in a child's pose position. So if you're all ready, you gathered your props and you have your mat all set up, just take a moment to arrive into your pose. Bicep child's pose with your knees preferably wide. Let's see how that feels in your body. With your knees wide and your arms reaching forward with your forehead pressing on the floor or something firm, be a block or a book. Take a moment here to connect to your breath, to close your eyes while your forehead presses down on something firm. If you don't have a block or a book and the ground is too far away, maybe the hands in a pillow shape can work as well. We're going to start bringing our awareness to Ajna Chakra, the chakra of intuition located at the center of the eyebrows, also known as our third eye. Take a deep breath in here. Full breath out. Keep on connecting with your breath, trying to keep your sit bones towards your heels, grounding and rooting. Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Punaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavai, Etasvinavati Tamastu, Matisishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take a moment. With your eyes closed, we're going to start bringing our gaze all the way up into the center of the eyebrow. We're going to squeeze that part of our body with the muscles in our eyes. So bringing that gaze towards the center of the eyebrows with the eyes closed. Take a deep breath in here. And a full breath out. One more. Long exhale. Soften your gaze back again. Releasing a little bit of the tension we created in our forehead. Reaching our hands forward if they are not already there. Just pressing the fingertips on the ground as if we were protecting two nice and delicious cupcakes underneath our palm. Take another breath. Long exhale, start to activate those armpits, rolling those shoulders back away from the ears. One more deep breath in. And a full breath out. Walking your hands as they are towards the right hand side. Maybe you bring your torso on top of your thigh, keep your fingertips pressing on the ground and the palms up. Take another deep breath in here. And a full exhale. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, we start walking back to center. Press your palms now on the floor. Squeeze those cupcakes against the floor. Nice deep inhale here. On the exhale, we start walking those hands towards the second side, and again, we protect those cupcakes underneath our palms. Press into those fingertips only. Long exhale, creating a little bit more of space on our rib cage. Releasing back to center and pressing again those palms firmly on the floor. Fingers spread wide. Coming back to your tabletop. All fours, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Take a deep inhale to open the chest. On the exhale, we round the spine, bringing the tailbone in. Take a deep inhale to open the chest. On the exhale, we round the spine, pushing the ground away from us. Deep inhale to open up. Exhale to round. Coming back to neutral position, extending your right leg towards the back of the room, towards the back of the mat. Your toes are pressing on the ground. Keep the legs straight, take a deep inhale, pushing into those arms, long exhale. Start to lean slightly towards your back, bringing your hips towards your heels, just giving that calf a nice stretch. Deep breath in. Long exhale, keep on tucking the tailbone. Last one, deep inhale. On the exhale, release back to center. Float that leg up. On the exhale, drag the knee towards the nose. Deep inhale to reach back. Exhale, knee towards your right tricep. Deep inhale to reach back. Exhale, knee towards the left tricep. Deep inhale to reach back. Extending here. Keep the leg extended as you bring that leg across, keeping it straight. Tuck the toes under. Again, we're gonna lean towards the heels, bringing those hips back, pressing into those hands. Take a breath. Long exhale. One more. On the exhale, we come back to center. Float that leg again and bring it all the way towards the side. It's gonna look like this. Press that foot on the ground, right up with hands on your hips. Take a deep breath in to reach towards the sky. On the exhale, we drop the right hand on the extended leg and the other hand reaches towards the sky. Nice big inhale, open your palm, long exhale. Inhale, coming back to neutral position. On the exhale, we drop the left hand on the ground or onto a block. The other hand again extends towards the sky, or maybe stays on our hips. Maybe we stay here, or maybe we float that leg back again, activating those hip flexors. Maybe you bend your knee in here and you rotate your hand to catch your foot. Take another breath. Maybe your gaze looks towards the ceiling. Long exhale. Releasing that foot back again, hand to the hip. Coming back to center, hips, hands to our hips. Take a deep breath in to reach towards the sky. On the exhale, we're gonna bring the hands in front of us, like holding a beach ball in here. The back foot is gonna turn towards the midline. On the exhale, without using the hands, we're just gonna bring the hips down all the way down to the floor. Deep breath in here. On the exhale, we twist towards the left-hand side. The right hand comes to the opposite side. Take another breath, keep the other foot active. Long exhale. Your right hand stays where it is. The other hand floats towards the sky as you lean towards your right hand side. Find your breath, take another in. Full breath out. One more. On the exhale, we start coming back to center, untwisting. Without using those hands, lift that leg up. On the exhale, we cross those legs. We're sitting in Sukhasana. Pressing those hands on the mat, reaching forward, extend. Keep on pressing down through your sit bones. And again, maybe you bring a block or a book underneath your forehead. Closing your eyes, your gaze towards the forehead, towards the center of the eyebrows, towards the Ajna chakra. Take another deep breath in. Full exhale. One more. On the exhale, we start coming back to center. That leg that crossed on top, we extend it over back again. Take a deep inhale, interlacing those fingers towards the sky, bounce towards the sky. On the exhale, we'll lean towards the extended leg. Deep breath in, open the chest. On the exhale, we release back to center. Press those hands on the ground in front of you. Lift your hips, coming back to your tabletop. Take a deep breath in, open the chest. On the exhale, we round the spine. Deep breath in, open the chest, open those collarbones. On the exhale, tuck the tailbone, push the ground away from you. Coming back to neutral position. Bringing the left leg long, pressing those toes on the ground. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, we press into those hands, leaning towards the back of the mat. The hips are going towards our heels. And we keep that leg extended, giving that calf a nice stretch. Take another breath. Long exhale. Coming back to center, floating that leg up and straight. Nice deep breath in. On the exhale, we round the spine, knee to nose. Deep inhale to reach back. Exhale, knee towards the left tricep. Deep inhale to reach back. Exhale, right tricep. Last one, inhale, reaching back. On the exhale, we drop that foot on the side, on the right hand side. So we cross that leg over, we tuck the toes, and again, we start leaning back, just giving that hip a nice stretch. Nice deep breath in. Keep that leg long. Long exhale, pushing into those hands. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, we float that leg back to center and all the way towards the side. Once it's in on our side, we drop the foot on the ground. We start walking back again, hands to the hips, rising up. Take a deep breath in to reach up towards the sky. On the exhale, we drop the left hand on the leg that is extended, and the other hand reaches up. Nice deep breath in. Full exhale. Inhale to come back to center. On the exhale, we drop the other hand to the floor to a block. Finding that variation of Vashisthasana. Maybe you stay here, of course. Maybe you bring that leg long enough. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you bend the knee, bringing the heel towards the glute and grabbing the foot from outside. Take another breath. If you got the foot, press that foot against the hands, opening the chest. Nice deep breath in. On the exhale, releasing wherever you are, releasing back to center, back to the mat. Deep inhale to reach towards the sky. On the exhale, grab that beach ball in front of you. Again, we're going to turn the foot, your right foot in towards the midline. We're going to sit the hips back, leaning the torso forward, grabbing that beach ball, coming to our seated position. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhale, we grab that leg. We twist towards the right hand side. We bring the left hand to the right leg, opening the chest. Take another breath. Long exhale. One more. On the exhale, the left hand stays where it is. The other hand reaches up and towards the spine. Nice big inhale. Full breath out. One more. On the exhale, we return back to center, untwisting, lifting that leg straight, placing it on top and crossing the leg. Reaching with our hands, walking forward, and again, supporting the forehead with something that is nice and stable. Activating Ajna chakra. Take another deep breath in. And the full exhale. One more. And the long breath out. Pressing those hands on the floor, walking those hands back, releasing that leg back to the side, interlacing those fingers, turning the palms away from you. Take a deep breath in here, open as you lean again towards the left-hand side. Nice big inhale, maybe you look up. Long exhale. Inhale to start getting back to neutral position, pressing those hands on the ground, lifting the hips back again, coming back to your tabletop. Take a deep breath in to open the chest. On the exhale, round the spine, tuck the toes, lift your knees off the ground. Just for a moment in here, hover your knees a few inches from the ground, activating the core, pressing into those hands, shoulder blades moving away from each other. Take another breath. On the exhale, lift your hips up and back, coming to your downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. Long exhale. Maybe we move a little bit in here, pedaling the feet, just moving the head side to side, taking our time. Take another deep breath in here. Full exhale. On your next inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, walk or step to the top of the mat. Find a long spine, inhale. Exhale to fold. Root down through the feet, come all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands by your side. Just find a couple of stunning. Deep inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Lengthen your spine, inhale, plant those hands, step back to your plank. Take it easy for the first one, lower your knees and all the way down to the floor. Find 3 back bends. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower back down. Deep inhale to open your chest. Exhale to lower back down. Last one, inhale, open. On the exhale, we'll lower back, tucking the toes, raising the hips, up and back, coming to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Long exhale. One more. Long breath out. On your next inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale to fold. Open your feet hip distance apart for Padangusthasana. Grab a hold of your big toes with your pinky fingers and your thumbs. Take a deep breath in to lengthen your spine. On the exhale, we fold forward in here and the elbows come to the side. The crown of the head wants to touch the ground in front of us. Take another breath. Long exhale, and maybe again, we bring that gaze to the middle of the eyebrows. With the eyes closed or open, doesn't matter. Take another inhale here. Full exhale. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, release. Feet together, back again. Deep inhale, lengthen. Exhale, just fold. Root down through the feet. Come all the way up. Exhale, come up to the heat, hands by your side. Let's do that again. Deep inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Deep inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant those hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Deep inhale, find your back, bending. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple more breaths in here. Again, focusing that gaze towards the middle of the eyebrows, activating Ajna Chakra. Take another breath. Long exhale. On your next inhale, raise your right leg behind you. On the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands. The back heel stays off the mat. Vimanasana, high runner's lunge. Deep breath in, extend your arms towards the sky. Maybe you look up, maybe you look towards your eyebrows. Take another inhale here. On the exhale, we're gonna drop the back heel to the ground, opening to warrior two. Extending the arms towards the side. Lunging deeply. Take another deep breath in here. Full exhale. Extend your front leg. Hinge forward, finding Trikonasana, triangle pose. So your right hand moves down towards your shin or to a block, and the other hand reaches up. Nice big inhale. Full exhale. Your next inhale, we start coming back to center, turning all 10 toes towards the side of the mat. Hands on your hips, rotating your shoulders back, but tucking the tailbone. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, we fall forward to the center and we drop the hands to the mat, lengthening through the spine. On the exhale, we fall forward again, bending your elbows, bringing the crown of the head to a block or to the mat. If your head doesn't come all the way to the ground, I highly recommend to put something solid underneath your crown. This will help the connection of the crown chakra to the roots, to the ground. Nice big breath in. Full exhale. One more. Long exhale. On your next inhale, lengthen through the spine, lengthen your arms. Exhale it out in here. Micro bend those knees. Bring your hands to your hips, coming all the way up, back to standing. Opening your right foot again towards the front of the mat, extending your arms, coming to your warrior two. Flip your right palm up, reverse warrior. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale, lunge a little bit more through your front leg. One more. On the exhale, we windmill those hands to step on the inside of the foot. The back heel comes off the ground. The back knee can come to the ground. Uttanapishtasana, lizard pose. Take a breath. Long exhale. In here, you can stay with your hands on the ground, or your forearms come down, or your hands to a block, or forearms to a block, whatever you choose. Take another breath. Long exhale. One more. Full breath out. Bring your hands back to the ground if they are not already there. Press your left hand on the ground, reaching the right hand towards the sky. Another breath. Maybe if you reach all the way towards the sky, maybe you reach that hand back towards the back of the mat. Deep breath in, the arm is long. Long exhale. Start coming back to center. Bringing that front leg back, setting back into your child's pose. Opening your knees towards the side. Forehead comes down. Hands planted on the ground. Nice big breath in. Full breath out. One more. Long exhale. Press your forearms on the ground, coming to your tabletop with your forearms. Pressing into the ground with those forearms, with the fingers open wide. Start to press the right foot, the right toes on the ground, extending your legs. Maybe you stay here and maybe you change your leg, or maybe you bring both legs long, coming into a forearm plank. Nice big breath in, tucking the tailbone, shoulder blades away from each other. Maybe you stay, or maybe you begin to walk your feet towards your elbows into a dolphin pose. Keeping your gaze towards your thumb or towards your eyebrows. Nice big breath in. Full exhale. Last one. On the exhale, we walk the feet back to the forearm plank. You can bring your knees down to the floor, coming back to your table, coming back to your downward facing dog. Or if you got it in there, you can press from your dolphin pose back into your downward facing dog, whatever you choose. Another breath. Long exhale. One more. Full breath out. On your next inhale, raise your left leg behind you. On the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands, setting up for Bhimanasana, high runner's lunge. On your second side, reaching your hands towards the sky, the back heel is off the ground, pushing down with those feet, pressing down with those hips. Another breath. Exhale it out. Bringing the back heel to the floor, extending, coming back to your warrior two. And again, we bring the hips low, we lunge forward with the front leg. If we cannot see the front foot, the front toes, maybe we bring the knee a little bit more towards the side. Nice big breath in. On the exhale, we're going to extend that front leg, coming into Trikonasana on our second side. Hinging forward, the hand drops to the shin, and the other hand reaches up. Either to the shin, to the block, to the mat. Whatever you pick in here, don't compromise the length of the spine for reaching down. So we're not looking into reaching all the way down, but with our chest low. We're looking into finding some length and reaching up and turning the chest towards the side. Another breath. Long exhale. Inhale to start coming back to center. Again, we close those toes towards the sides of the mat. Interlacing those fingers behind you in here. If it's too much for the shoulders, maybe a strap. But if you don't have a strap, I don't have my cloth in here. A cloth works too, as well. To reach for a cloth behind us. Take a deep breath in here. And here, it's really important that instead of arching the back and reaching with our chest, we tuck the tailbone instead, pressing the chest up, but keeping the tailbone tucked. Take another deep breath in here. On the exhale, we fold forward again towards the center, rotating those shoulders. If you got the fingers, great. Maybe releasing a little bit of the tension created on the shoulders and on the elbows, reaching your palms towards the sky instead. The crown of the head wants to touch the ground one more time. Take a breath. Long exhale. One more. Long breath out. Micro bend those knees. Start coming all the way up back to standing. Releasing the strap or the cloth if you were wearing it. Coming back towards you. Opening the foot. Again, that's your left foot towards the front of the mat. Extending your arms towards your sides. Again, gaze towards your front hand. Reverse your palm, flip your palm, reverse your warrior, deep inhale to extend. Exhale to lunge forward a little bit more on that front leg. Nice big press in. On the exhale, we windmill those hands to press those hands on the floor on the inside of the foot. The back knee drops to the ground, hands press on the ground. Nice big inhale here. Long exhale, and in here as well, it's up to you. Hands to a block, forearms to a block, to the ground. Whatever your practice looks like today, it may look different from each side, and that's okay. Take a couple more breaths. And a long exhale. One more. Full breath out. Pressing those palms back again on the floor. Pressing this time your right hand with the left hand reaching towards the sky. Nice big breath in as you open the chest, and maybe that hand comes all the way back, reaching towards the back of the mat. Another big inhale. On the exhale, we plant those hands on the ground. Step back into your child's pose, back again. Bringing the forehead to the floor, the arms long. Taking a couple of breaths just to come back to your intention. Rabbit pose. Bringing the knees together. Sending your hips back like in a child's pose, but with very close legs in here. So legs together with the forehead down. The hands are reaching towards the heels. So we're gonna grab the heels with our hands, dropping the forehead on the ground. Option is there for you to stay, or option for you is there to start bringing your hips up and rolling your head like a ball until the crown of the head crosses on the ground. This is a nice stretch for the shoulders as they are forced to come away from each other. Keep on pressing those fingers on your heels, lengthening through the spine. Take a breath. Long exhale. There is no weight at all on my neck. The head is barely pressing on the floor. Keep your thighs engaged, rolling towards each other. Take another deep breath in. Full exhale. Releasing back to center, back to your heels, taking a moment to rest. Maybe even releasing your arms to your sides, go forward. Dolphin pose, back again. Press those forearms on the ground, come to your knees. As you tuck your toes, send your hips up and back. Again, your gaze comes towards your thumb. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you raise the right leg up towards the sky. On the exhale, we release to the ground and we go second side. Reaching the left leg towards the sky. And releasing back, changing to the first leg. Releasing back, changing to the second leg. Releasing back, bending your knees, coming back to your child's pose. Big breath in, long exhale. Slowly, slowly start coming back to your seated position in Vajrasana, sitting on your heels. A very simple twist in here, bringing the left hand on top of your right thigh, twisting towards the right, opening the chest, the other hand is down. After a couple of inversions, it's good to have a twist. Take another breath. On the exhale, we come back to center and we go towards the second side. Another big breath in. Full exhale. Coming back to center, releasing your legs to extend them and go all the way down into your reclined position. Option for you is there. If you want another mild inversion here, is to either practice legs up with the support of the block underneath the hip. If we have a block or a couple of books that we can stack underneath our hips, we can keep the legs up in here. Very simple, very nice and powerful posture in here, extending the legs towards the sky. Second option for you, if you have a wall available where you are, bringing the hips as close as we can to the wall and bringing the legs off the wall. If we have a little bit more practice with shoulder stands, maybe we practice that. Just take a moment of your practice to take it into a nice inversion. I'm not going to break down shoulder stand today because of time. I will enter into details on another class. But if you practice shoulder stand by any means, take your time and press up for a couple of breaths into either your shoulder stand or your supported legs up. Of course, if you don't have any type of support to bring underneath your hips, it also works with the hips down on the floor. Even the thumb can be placed underneath the hips for a little bit of support. Wherever you are, if you're pressing up into your legs off the wall or legs up, maybe you start bringing your feet together and your knees wide, with your heels coming towards your pelvis into Baddha Konasana. It's kind of a flying butterfly here, a flying Baddha Konasana. Pressing those feet against each other, taking another breath, and the full extending your legs back again, releasing the legs one at a time, or two of them at a time, however that looks for you. Removing your props if they exist underneath your hips. Extending again. your legs on the mat, keeping your thumbs underneath the glutes. Press your forearms on the floor for Matsyasana. So we press those forearms on the floor and we lift the chest towards the sky. And here we roll the neck back until the crown of the head maybe comes to the floor or floats a few inches away from the floor. Take another breath. Long exhale. Whenever you feel ready, tuck the chin back into the chest, releasing all the way down to the floor. Bending those knees, soles of the feet to the mat. Extend your arms towards your side. And let your knees drop for a couple of times. Windshield wipers. So just letting drop from side to side. Whenever you're ready, maybe you bring your knees to the chest, offering yourself a little squeeze in here. Maybe even bringing the nose towards your knees, squeezing your eyes, your face, your legs, your arms, your shoulders, core, feet, toes. Take another deep breath in. On the exhale, we release all the way down to the floor, coming into our final relaxation posture. Shavasana. Makandamandalakanam Vyasayene Sarasaram Tadapadam Darshitam Yetasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Akandamandalakanam Vyasayene Sarasaram Tadapadam Darshitam Yetasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. If you're feeling happy in your Shavasana, you're welcome to stay as long as you need. If you're ready to start moving the body, take a moment and be very mindful with the movements you are offering your body. Taking a couple of breaths, get the energy moving back again. Whenever you feel ready, moving into your fetal position with your eyes closed, with your head resting on your arm. Whenever you feel ready, start coming back to neutral position, to your seated position, Sukhasana. Your hands at the center of the chest in Anjali Mudra. Taking a moment to connect again with your intention, your dedication of this practice. Recognize the importance of this beautiful ancient practice in our lives. Rub your palms together and cover your eyes. Rub your palms one more time to cover that part of the body that needs it the most right now. Thank you so much for your energy, for letting me guide you through your practice. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and a beautiful week ahead. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining.